Welcome. My name is Bob, and I often deal with presentations. And know what? Not all of them are as successful as I would like. And that is to say the least. Shortly, I understood that I should learn how to do it more fundamentally. Let me share my experience with a series of courses that I have chosen. So, what is a start point for presentation preparation? I'm sure somebody is imagining PowerPoint. No, it's not related to PowerPoint, and it doesn't start with slides preparation. It all starts with the development of presentation structure and its content. And the first course of the series is about it. It's called CSP, a Content of Successful Presentation. Let's start the course now.
Typically, a presentation contains 3 components: content, slides, and presentation. Therefore, in order to succeed, it is necessary to pay attention to each of them. In this course, we'll analyze the first component of a successful presentation by focusing on the content. Once you've completed this course, you'll have learned the basic principles and techniques for building a successful presentation. You'll learn how to apply them by practicing firsthand, and you'll know how to fully prepare the content of your presentation so that you can get the maximum results from the course. The training is going to be built around the preparation of your actual presentation. Now, before we continue, we recommend that you decide on your topic. You can take the topic of a specific presentation that you need to prepare in the near future, or you can choose a topic that you're already familiar with and prepare an educational presentation based on it.
They immediately promise me that the training will be built around the development of my real presentation. It's called project-based learning, which is just cool. It's the most efficient teaching method. You don't just accumulate some knowledge, but immediately use it for your real project. I'll show you how this approach was implemented in the course.
We have a few funny assistants today who are going to help you out with this training. We'd like you to meet Al. He's a masterful presenter who will give you practical advice.
Greetings, my honorable presenter. I will share my greatest secrets with you.
And our friends, the rabbits. They're a little demanding and a little bit restless, but they'll be commenting on all of your steps.
Hello? What's up? Hello? What's up? Come on now, let's get started. Let's get this going. Woo.
It's really fun that my learning will be accompanied by these amusing guys, and they will share their 2 cents. And you know, their remarks not only entertain, but also unobtrusively help to understand many important points. And some phrases are so stuck in my head that when I prepare the next presentation, I will definitely remember them.
So, let's begin.
It's best to start by setting a goal.
Now, first off, we need to find out what it is that you want to accomplish from your presentation. Then, we'll try to find out something useful about your audience. And finally, we'll formulate the proposal that you'll make to your listeners in order to achieve your goal. At this point, the first stage of the model will be completed. Next, we'll determine the structure of your presentation and distribute the time of the presentation between its components. Then we analyze, write, and rehearse each part of your presentation in order. And at the very end of this model, you'll fully be able to see, adjust, and use the results of your work in your upcoming presentation.
The first step is preparation. You need to decide on the goal of the presentation, identify your audience qualities, as well as to clarify the value of your proposal. In a word, this is serious preparation. Only after this, I can start planning what I'll say in the introduction, main part, and conclusion. And since throughout the course I was preparing my real presentation in the course itself, efficient teaching method. In the end, I can download all my achievements and notes. Here were a few words about the course content, and now I'm starting learning.
Okay, let's get back to the first step of stage 2 and start learning. What is the ultimate goal of your presentation? I want you to think about it and then choose your option.
I always thought that the goal of the speech was to convince the audience, but now I understand that this is a means. Now I understand exactly what I need from my audience.
Let's try to formulate the goal of your presentation right now. Our recommendations will help you out with this. Be sure to review them all carefully while taking notes. And if you have some good ideas related to your goals, you can write them right here. Now, once you've formulated your goal, it's time to move on. And in the future, if you decide to fix or change something, you can do it at any time through the service menu.
And here we meet the first project moment. I'm entering the presentation goal. Also, here are some recommendations and examples for me. I decided on the goal pretty easily, but recommendations helped me a lot when I get stuck in other parts of the course. Then, step by step, you learn how to prepare a presentation and immediately implement this knowledge into your project. If something is not clear, recommendations and examples are always here for you. I won't review the entire course as it is huge and very detailed. I'll jump into the middle of the course instead and show you a few more things that I liked.
We'd like you to watch a few video examples of using our introduction technique, and then you can compare them with the standard version. To learn more about these techniques, check out our recommendations.
Some real examples are used if it makes sense. They are mostly TEDx talks.
When was the last time you had no idea what you were doing?
By the way, I am their biggest fan now. I've watched a lot of them, and there is always something to take into consideration, and not only in terms of performances.
Congratulations on your first official rehearsal of your presentation. Now you're ready to get even better. Get ready, focus, review your notes one more time, and then record your entire presentation.
Come on, man. Don't be shy. We're all good friends here.
One more interesting thing is the rehearsal. I can record each part of my speech and then listen to it and evaluate it. I recorded and, I liked how it works. And the most important thing that rehearsals help me to hear are all my mistakes, improve the text and the way I speak. But that's not all. I can also use the course not only for learning. It includes a separate part for preparing presentations. That means I can use this part as a tool again and again, even when my learning is over. Look how user-friendly it is. This is essentially a whole environment. I can work with all blocks of my presentation, use all recommendations and examples. I can talk about pleasant moments or interesting finds of the course for a long time, but still I want to summarize. I really like to learn with this course. I especially love the format, no talking heads or boring recorded lectures. At the same time, the course is really involved, and this is a big plus. There is a lot of material, but it is presented intelligibly and is perceived very easily. And now when I'm comparing my previous presentations and the one I prepared within this course, no comments, guys. When you have structure and content ready, it's time to get to slide design. Of course, if you're going to use them. In the next video, I'll share my experience with the second course, which is called Presentation Slides Design, or PSD. See you soon.